Now, because this bag had a gusset to the side, all right, I have 2 extra pieces of fabric, one from each side. There's the binding that I trimmed away. I'm going to throw that away. Now, if yours happens to have a chain stitch, you can probably pull out the chain stitch and reuse it, but this one just didn't. So now I've got this nice, great big piece of polypropylene. Okay, all right, bag. All right, now with this, and here's a couple of options. On the inside, I can take this piece that I cut out, and we could turn this into a pocket. Now, you don't have to finish the edges because guess what? It's non-woven, so it's not going to ravel or anything. So I could just make this into a pocket, just stitch this all the way around. That gives me another little pocket to put something in. So let's go ahead and take that to the machine right now and do that. I've gone ahead and I'm just going to select a 3-step zigzag. That's my mending pattern. It's, as you can see here, it's got broken lines in it. It's got 3 stitches before it turns the corner. I'm going to leave it at 5 millimeters. Now, I've also measured my pocket in here on my machine so that I am 3 1/4 on each side, and I'm 2 inches down from the top. And what I'm going to do on this is just stitch across the very bottom in a zigzag. Now, I've matched my fabric, or matched my thread I should say, to my fabric, so I've got black fabric or black thread in my machine, and I'm just going to, again, just going to do this right across the very bottom of this pocket. Now you're probably wondering, how come I only did the bottom? Well, I only did the bottom because I'm going to take the second piece, the second insert, and I'm going to put that on here as well, and just align that, again, making sure I'm not at the very bottom of the bag. That's good. And then I'm going to start up here at the top and do the same stitch I did before and stitch this entire pocket, both levels, or both pockets I should say, directly to my bag. And we're going to just lift it up over that little, I don't want that edge to curl. I'm also going to pivot this around at the corner. And stitch straight across. And we're going to pivot again. And come up the other side. And lock it off. Now I am going to do one more thing on these corners. I'm going to go back over here to my machine and I'm going to go over to buttonholes. Hang on, we're going to go right over here. I'm going to back over here to my machine and go to buttonholes. And I'm going to scroll down until I can find my bar tag. Now I could do any of the bar tags, but I prefer the number 16. And this one, we're just going to do this right at the very beginning. Straight that, and I'm just going to press reverse and reverse, and it's going to do that nice little satin stitch over the top. And then it asks me for restart the same size or a different size. Well, I'm going to go and use the same size because I want to do it over here on this side too, just to anchor that top of the button, excuse me, top of the pocket. Okay, and then I'm also going to do it down on the second pocket, the one that's on the very top as well, just to anchor that one so it's not going to pull out at the corner. And one more. Now if your bag goes the other direction, in other words it's wider than it is tall, you can do the same thing on that. You're just going to rotate where your placement is. So rather than doing on a vertical this way, I do it on a horizontal. I'm Susan Anderson, and this is Susan So Creative, where it's only wrong when it doesn't work.